And hello, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. This is going to be a short one. People ask me questions and stuff, and I keep telling them I gotta make sure my big head's blocking the direct sunlight coming in. Never have sunlight coming back of you; it fuzzes you out. Uh, for YouTube and other things and stuff. Like I told earlier in this summer, I'm retiring from survival and prepping because, again, the fourth wave of new preppers and survivalists and whatever, you can survive outdoors with this. And I'm like, no, we're going to find you dead with your butt facing up. I'm getting tired, all right? This is the fourth iteration, okay? There's a lot of weird things going on, and a lot of it's not practical. Because I've seen a lot of survival schools. Yes, great out here in the eastern part of the country. Well, if you lived in India or Australia or Canada, other parts of the world, it doesn't work. All right? People look at you and think you're crazy. Right? Some of it can transfer over, other parts of it, no. Easiest one, I see a lot of people doing foraging and they're out in the woods. We're out in the woods. Reality check. Can you forage within 1 kilometer of your house? That's a half a mile of your house and bring enough food back. Now, when people that they know me and go on my foraging things around the neighborhood and about a kilometer and a mile, we bring in bushels and baskets full of food. I see people go out into our woodlands and stuff and they get lost or get bitten by a snake. Well, it's cold right now, but they won't. But something will bite them in the butt. Okay? So, we're doing it simple. Urban and suburban foraging 101. Do you live in a food forest? Do you live in a. It's been one of those days. Okay? Do you live in. Sorry, I messed up desert. Do you live in a food desert or in a food forest? Now, if you go check out my friend Howie at Food Forest Production, he's in British Columbia on Vancouver Island. For years, he's been finding, abandoned farms, people that didn't realize they had a food forest. And they were growing food, but they ignore it, all right? Howie's good at that. I'm good at that. We're the old timers of this. I think our two channels is the only one that's still doing this. All right? We go out and forage. Now, I don't do it because I don't have a very good camera and I don't have a film crew or editing crew. I have a life. I'm busy. All right? So, within 1 kilometer, half a mile, do you live in a food desert or in a food forest? All right? That's your task today. Can you find enough food to feed you or your family within 1 kilometer or a half a mile? A lot of people are living in food deserts and they don't know it. Okay? But I live in the suburbs. Well, did you take precautions like giving your neighbors fruit trees and bushes? Well, that's an easy thing to do. I've been doing it for the last 10 years. And I look at people. I didn't know that was edible. You know, it gets hilarious. And I don't see the newbies doing it. They're out in the woods. You can eat this mushroom or you can eat this plant. Well, that's not going to help you when you have to drive 30 miles to the forest. Okay? Within 1 kilometer of your house. And start planting. Seriously. I tell people, best one who does it is Heidi of Disable and Prepping. She gets seeds, she goes to a community garden, and she plants there. And she gets a nice, not great, but she gets a knife for herself. All right? You could do the same. It's not rocket science, folks. And I'll catch you later. Merry Christmas. Do something nice for your neighbors or friends. Help out, volunteer. Start forming your groups and crews because this is the best time of year. Do not shove everything down their throat. They're going to look at you like you're the crazy YouTuber trying to one-upmanship. Don't do that. Be calm. Talk to them. Eat some food. Be rational. All right, because I know a lot of people that cannot form groups or crews. With me, I could get 100 people within an hour to go over to your house really quick. Okay, I have no problem because people trust old Uncle Al. All right, if I need help, I get help. If they need help, I'll do what I can and I'll help them out. But they trust me. And that's the big issue. Can you trust your Magna group or other things? Because I know a lot of preppers that say we could form Magna groups on YouTube. Don't you believe it? Person to person contact. All right, folks. You have a nice Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and remember, be a nice person. Long live the Republic, and God bless. And I'll be seeing you. Bye now. I gotta go back to the church and work on the books.